Did I mention that he used to be his... Yeah, used to be with his pot belly self. Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up, if you please. Today we're diving into r/NeckbeardStories once more. Yes, indeed. This is a little one-off tale, a little short story possibly that we're going to do for my birthday because this is what I got you for my birthday because apparently I don't know how birthdays are supposed to work. That's my excuse. You know, it might be my day, supposedly, but the grind never stops. My day was actually on the 7th, but this is recorded in advance. It did happen on my birthday. I just want to make that perfectly clear. So if you missed it, don't worry too much about that. I mean, I don't really make a big deal out of it. I'm just, give me a cake. I'm good. A very simple man with simple needs. And one of my needs, one of the chief needs that I need basically every single day is some cringe. And I thought that I'd share that with you guys today with the story of Simpbeard, the little one-off saga, which we'll see how it goes, It could be a disaster, but maybe not. We'll get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this Neckbeard Stories cringe. Simpin' ain't easy. The story of Simpbeard by user Kenny McNuggets, and I absolutely love that name. And he name drops me right in like the first paragraph, which is totally one of the things that attracts me to your stories. It's like basically contractually obligated. If you say ReddX's name in the first paragraph, then he's gonna come and read your story. It's kind of like Beetlejuice or Bloody Mary, except instead of delivering death, I deliver cringe, which is possibly a slower kind of death. Anyways, let's see what we got here today. Hello! Hi, Kenny McNuggets! This will be my first time writing about such a topic because, honestly, until I began listening to ReddX, I was blind to how many beards I had encountered in my life. I had one in college, I had another one on Discord, my aunt also qualifies as a beard, and I'm pretty sure that I was nearly on that path until I finally gained some self-awareness. Well, I think that is a common trope around here. Most of us are almost beards, beard lights. How else could I be so interested in beard stories and how beards take shape? I'm glad you got off the beard path by whatever method it was that brought you to the light. So welcome to the light side. But yes, this story is all about a beard that I knew recently. We met and grew close and even became friends. Though, here's the thing. He had no eyes for anyone except for two people. The ex that had dumped him many years ago, and the woman that he lost along the way. Yes, Simpbeard. He's got like a one-itis going on. Can you have a one-itis with two people? Does that make any sort of sense? I guess in this case, yeah, why not? I should warn you now, though, that you should not read further if you are uncomfortable with the DDLG topic, which is Daddy Dom Little Girl, which, I don't know, no kink shame, but definitely no kink shame. I won't be going into detail about what that is or anything pertaining to it. Yeah, you want to know? Google it or listen to ReddX because apparently he can't shut his mouth for 5 seconds. I'm like, let me share this knowledge of cringe with you. Now it's in your head as well. Enjoy that. This story also mentions pedophilia. So you've been warned twice now. We definitely got to be careful with that second word because YouTube don't like that none too much. So hopefully stretching out the syllables was enough to dodge the auto caption bot or whatever. Yeah, that's right. YouTube is a baking video about pea dough. And I have a file of recipes on my computer. Oh, that's dumb. All right, so my memory isn't the best, so some details might be blurry, but this is as I remember them. Tales come from direct messages from subjects involved or Discord calls that I've partaken in. Well, the direct messages, that's easy enough. You pop open Discord, you're like, hey, here's an exact transcript of everything that was said. Whereas the Discord calls, yeah, that's a bit more nebulous, and time is cruel. You either have things scrubbed from your memory, probably mercifully, or things get readjusted into something a bit more palatable. But yeah, we'll take it with a grain of salt. I just appreciate you coming through telling the story. I will call this man Simpbeard because he simps for women who he simply cannot have. Yeah, they smell that one coming. Smells like pure desperation. I've met Simpbeard at least 2 years ago in our little D&D group on Discord. He was friends, I guess, with another man. Best friends, I will say. And these two friends met in the most unique way. They were both on charge for underage dealings, and the courts messed up and gave them each other's papers. Oh, well, isn't that a happy little coinky-dink? You guys are definitely interested in the same types of things. Maybe you can be best friends forever. God, I hate them both already. How could this happen? Now they're forming a coalition. This is bad. Now, isn't that nice? His friend is a story of manipulation and caution that I will not go into now because this story in particular is all about Simpbeard, which he would probably absolutely love.
Oh wow, it's all about me. Hooray! For the first time in my life.
Simpbeard considered himself to be a handsome man. At the time, I thought, yeah, he was handsome. Honestly, I don't think that he truly considered himself to be a handsome man because what else is he doing chasing after underage girls? You think you're that good looking, go after someone your own age. That's pretty basic, isn't it? He also considered himself to be
elite gamer.
Oh, no. Leave the gamers out of this. We didn't have anything to do with this one. And he thought himself to be
so great that he often,
and still does,
posted himself lip-syncing edgy songs on TikTok
while he's standing in the shower with his pot-belly self. Did I mention that he used to be a stripper? Yeah, used to be with his pot-belly self. God damn, dude. I mean, TikTok probably wasn't a place that I wanted to be already, but knowing that you got this guy lurking around, ugh, it sends shivers up my spine. I'm not going to ask you to drop the TikTok because that's going to start a whole wildfire of its own, but if I see a stripper who's clearly past his prime singing edgy songs in the shower, then I will know it is the one and only Simpbeard. Well, because of Simpbeard's underage dealings, I like that we're calling it that and not the other thing. That's easier to slip by the censors. Simpbeard was on probation, and he was working at the only place that would hire him, McDonald's. He often joked about it, coining the phrase,
welcome to McDonald's. How may I take your daughter?
Bro, you looking to get choked out? Because that's how you get fucking choked out. You think I won't end you over this? You nobody? You nothing? Can't even be a stripper no more because he's working at McDonald's too.
I don't know, they give me free burgers. I really like it.
Now you ruined all your job prospects, officially. So yeah, maybe it's a joke, but I'm going to tell you right now, stay away from my kids, or I'll invest a Bitcoin in your demise. I ain't gonna do it myself, but I could pay for the dirt, no problem. Considering what he did, it was amazing how he thought of himself as better than his former best friends, as, in his own words,
she told me she was 18.
And is that one of the girls that he's simping after? Because that puts a big ol' hole right in that theory. Like she would lie to get with this dude, this nobody, this fucking mook. God, he's despicable. He's disgusting. My skin is crawling already and we're not even into it. Anyways, he often touted the fact that
he was a daddy.
Just when I thought my skin couldn't crawl anymore. At the time, I didn't know about the DDLG thing, and I was soon immersed in this lifestyle through the eyes of others. Now, I've come to realize that in this lifestyle, there are some people with real trauma who use it as a coping mechanism, and people who also think of it as a kink of sorts. And I 100% do not agree with the sexual aspect of it. I mean, as we say here, no kink shame, but no kink same. Although I do kind of see where you're coming from. If people have trauma, need therapy, like, this is not the way to work through it. And Simpbeard said it was a way to
help himself.
Yeah, help himself to underage girls. What is this? God damn it. Like, it would make him feel responsible for being a daddy to at least 1, 2, 3 whoever's. One of his little girls took it to the kink way, which obviously was some massive cringe. The girl in herself was cringe, but the fact that he didn't say no to that and gave her a chance to fulfill her fantasy, yeah, that doesn't earn him any points. He often said that
anyone in a relationship with him would have to accept his alternate relationships.
Yeah, how about no? You know, alternative used to be like a cool thing. Counterculture. Now it's just 100% cringe. I hate it. And then he's trying to insist that the girl talked him into it. Like, what were you doing before all of this went down? You're just sitting around playing with Play-Doh, and she's like, look what I made. And he's like, oh, that looks like a pecker. You want to see a real one? And it's just all downhill from there. No. You shouldn't be taking off a grown woman's diaper like that. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Ah, boy. But despite how much that little girl of his loved him, in a romantic way, he didn't want her. No, he had an ex that he used to be engaged to, that he loved unconditionally. But alas, she broke up with him. I don't know how or why, but she called off the engagement, and he had been pining for her ever since. Holding a candle? Is that the term? Yeah, sure, why not? She saw the red flags. She's like, oh, hell no. The other girl who's simping after Simpbeard, obviously she's damaged in some type of way. But yeah, that fiance got out while the getting was good. And who could blame her, honestly? This guy seems like he's going nowhere. But anyways, in the Star Wars D&D campaign that we were playing, Simpbeard played a female Wookiee.
You having fun? What?
He often made menstruation jokes, but nothing too jarring. He also liked to bang a lot of the NPCs, but there wasn't much story there. That's about par for the course for tabletop creeps, isn't it?
Oh, what's that, an NPC? I rolled a seducer.
Every time. You just can't stop it. It's a force of nature or something like that. And now enter Woman. Woman came to D&D through Simpbeard's friend, who was also the underage diddler, and she was a very wonderful woman. She took no shit from anyone and would speak her mind whenever. If she didn't like you, she would let you know immediately. But for the life of me, I don't know why she tolerated Simpbeard. She just hadn't gotten to the red flag part yet. Give it some time, you'll figure it out. I forget when, but we were all in a call and they were going on about their past. And it turns out that they were both on Kick at one point in the past. And she was Simpbeard's first. And he was her first. And it was like a small world that they came back together. And at first, Simpbeard thought that it was a sign.
A sign from above. That she came back to him. And that they were meant to be.
But Woman was engaged at the time. She was in another relationship, and of course, Simpbeard did not like that. At one point, when woman lost her virginity to her mans, he said that
He was the one who was owed her virginity because she was his first.
yeah, that's not how any of that works, buddy. It just kind of happens with who it happens with, and there's no point in being salty about it. Honestly, who's that into virgins anyways? Like, don't you want someone who's gonna bang you back a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's just really tried hard to get it wet. And this is not the way to go about it. I guess he's more simp than incel, because otherwise he'd be like,
She banged somebody else. She's totally a roasty now.
one-eyedest roasty. I know all this terminology, and I don't know why, but I have to share it with you on my birthday. So, of course, Simpbeard was sad. And who did he go and simp to? Well, my best friend. He grew a crush on my best friend, who I will call BF, presumably for best friend. He seems to have a crush on, like, anything that moves. Where are this guy's standards? I mean, he's banging high school kids, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised by anything at this point. He often hinted that
she should come and visit him.
Or when he found out where she lived, he said
he would have to go visit her.
Which was when we found out that he used to be a stripper. Bro, don't gloss over that part. Go and visit her. Nothing good is going to happen in that scenario. I am packing up my bags right now to flee the state. How did he find out her address? What is this? She eventually came to me, hoping to turn him down gently. So yeah, I turned him down for her, as a good friend would. And Simpbeard became sad again. Then he posted depressing TikToks of him lip-syncing to a depressing song in the shower. God damn, dude. I would totally go looking for this, but honestly, there's only so much cringe that I can handle in a 24-hour period. And we are reaching our limit. Though when woman started her own D&D, Simpbeard was right there, ready to impress everyone
with his fantastic D&D skills.
The first character was a skeleton in a sort of mafia D&D campaign, and he got crushed by a giant's fist on our first mission. Dead. Why? The sleeping giant was holding a dead body that he wanted to loot. Ah, yes, pride comes before the fall, and so does greed, and so does hubris, for that matter. I don't understand at all why he made the decision that he did, but if he's trying to keep his characters alive, he's not doing a pretty good job. I mean, honestly, when I play D&D, I love to kill my characters in unique and interesting ways. Just watch them go down in a blaze of glory. But yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna be impressed by that. Especially, like, yeah, your D&D antics. Like, that's really gonna make some panties drop. Bro, you're stupid. Oh, Simpbeard would make many, many more characters who would all eventually die because he made some dumb decision. Eventually, he caught the sights of a ladyleg beard, and you know the drill. If you roleplay sex in D&D, then he must like you in real life. Yeah, that reminds me of the Madame Fatale story from way back when on the channel. That's a short story that I don't really wish to go down. But yeah, OP says that's a short story that I don't really wish to go down. But it ends up with her grabbing him by the nuts and proclaiming that they belong to her now. They lived in the same city, for reference. Bro, you know they met up. They had some nasty, sweaty, skin-flapping beard mating ritual. Oh, God. I hate the thought, but you know what happens. This dude demonstrably has no standards. Though, of course, nothing topped the time that Simpbeard wanted to start his own D&D group. He specifically did it because he wanted to be in a relationship with every milady in the game. Ah, yes, the basis of all great campaigns. You all have vaginas. Come and follow me. So we concocted a plan. All of us ladies would pair up beforehand. The game, however, was just extremely boring. It was long and tedious. Woman made a true neutral character who didn't fight because she didn't care. And my character sat out with her because we were paired together. But the most memorable part was when he brought out all of his DM PCs, which were all awesome and cool, and one was a Wolf King, his OC. Oh, Wolf King, feeling daring today, aren't we? Like he really thought that this was gonna be the clincher. Alright, these ladies, they don't seem like they're into it. Hey, check this out. I made a wolf OC. How original and fascinating. Please take me now. Jesus, dude. When I heard about his court stuff, I had like impotent rage growing. But now it's just pathetic. Like, he is failing at everything. And it's gorgeous. But yeah, I think that we all kind of just left his game one by one. And the entire thing was never brought up again. Deep down in his heart, I think he knew that he had failed. Yeah, exactly. He's not completely disconnected from reality. He just pretends in order to preserve his own ego. That's an easy one to puzzle out, honestly. But yeah, after that, Simpbeard just sort of faded into the background. The Mafia D&D campaign stopped, and so did he. Woman finally left, and he hasn't even been active since. We have grown apart, perhaps mercifully. He's now just playing games and still posting those edgy TikToks. Well, something's gotta occupy my days, doesn't it? Oh, but there's an update here from OP. So, me and my friend were talking about this post, and she reminded me of a time that I think I blocked out of my head. My friend L was 17 at the time, and she tolerated Simpbeard, just like Woman did, but she was too nice to actively tell him to fuck off. So she would put up with him as a friend. Well, Simpbeard set his sights on her at one point. Reminder, she was 17. And he asked to take her virginity. Yeah, then he's gonna end up blaming her for it. Be like, oh no, this was her deepest fantasy. I just let her live it out. Like, what a scumbag, dude. According to her memory, which is better than mine, he was very into taking the virginity of girls, and it was one of his biggest turn-ons. I have to confirm that yes, this is true. Which I guess I could even live with if they're over 18, but good luck finding an 18-year-old virgin. This dude has no taste at all. Cruising around TikTok with his Wolf King OC. Trying to pick up some chicks who won't bang him back. Honestly, he's probably scared of his sexual performance because they have no frame of reference. He's like, I can't possibly do bad at this. My theory is that it's not really that he enjoys that. That is just a safer bet to him to preserve his ego. Go ahead, let me know what you think about that theory in the comments. Also, Elle at another point had taken a trip with her family, and while on that trip, Simpbeard decided it would be a good idea to guilt trip her about not being closer with him. Bro, nobody want to get close to you. Get out of here. You nobody? You go nowhere, loser? You don't even want to be close to you. Something Woman found out about and absolutely blasted him for. Elle is a sensitive girl, so Simpbeard knew that by doing something so disgusting that it would affect her. I would put a TLDR, but I have no idea where to start. Alright, well here's my TLDR for this story. Insecure baby man turns everything that he touches into crap. This dude is so pathetic. Like I said, the impotent rage, it was boiling at the beginning. I'm like, oh, I hate this dude. But then you see how incompetent he is and how everything he touches fails. And you just got to be like, yeah, I'm glad. Let him wallow in his own misery. Honestly, I do think that he should have gotten, a bit more than parole. Let him spend a month or two with Bubba, stripping for ramen packets. See if he comes out feeling a bit of a different way. Because, Bubba likes virgins too. God damn it, dude. It was a delicious story. I really wish we got more vengeance towards him, but I guess him fading into obscurity and, having to live with himself for the rest of his miserable life is punishment enough, as with a lot of these beard tales. So maybe the cops will pick him up sooner than later. Hope floats. That's all I can say. I do hope that you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, I hope you'll like, comment, and or subscribe. Maybe check out them links in the description. We got all kinds of plugs and playlists and, podcasts. Those are pretty cool too. You could share it around. The podcast, the video, whatever. I'm kind of mixing up my outro here, but we're still rolling with it. Just keep going. We'll do it live. We've also got my social medias down there. Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Yes, indeed. Say hello. I would also like to thank my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons over on Patreon. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. And I would like to thank them Jerry much, as I do every video. So thank you, Robert Waits, Logan Wolf, River Jerry, blah, 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 Captain Clown Jerry, Honk Honk, Aaron W, Cinnamon Susie, Danny Jerry, Nerd Nick, For Auld Lang Syne, Fire Drake, Giggle Jerry, Hee Hee, Ayuri. Yeah, I got dared to say that correctly. I don't think I'm getting it. It's not getting any closer. Jari the Pirate. Livingston loves Jerry. So does ReddX. Rogue, Silent Revolver, Magdala Marsha Thornrose, the OG Jerry. Yeah, he's in here. Becca, Jerish Kitsune, Satori, a Jerry, a juggling Jerry's. A musty Argonian Jerry. Well, I play Khajiit, so we might have a few problems here. Alunia, Althea, Anunnaki, Assassin Pug Jerry, Bang Bang, Atheist Jerry, he's so euphoric. Grizzly, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry, watch out for that guy. Bitch Gremlin, Blade the Hero, Blameless Fish, Blip Bloop Jerry. But Jerry, it's cold outside. I think my voice cracked in the middle. Camille Sarah, Commander J Tag, Deltarune Jerry, Dennis Dayton, Dinosaur Nightlight, Disposable Waifu, Aaron Lennox, Frozen Over Studios, Gypsy, Hadrian BR, Heathcliff, Itchy Nuts, just scratching, bro. It's been over a week, and Marble Jerry still hasn't returned from the roller rink. What are we talking about? A pimp named J Crisp, JM Coon, Jennifer Schaefer, Jerry Big Nuts, the Reaper of Beard. That's Mr. J. Jerry Blacktail, Jerry Milady Nix, Jerry the Smoke, Jerry to the other Jerrys, Jerry the Outlaw Mother Trucker, Honk Honk, John Hero, Jolly Black Jerry, Simboofa, cause if you're boofing is free, K Jerry W, Kajow, Crewhee, Miss Monday, Lord Lionel, Jackass Rule, Melgar the Destroyer, my boy Nat One Nick, Natari, Nightmare Jerry, watch out, Origami Jerry Steve, congrats on the marriage, Panda Prince Jerry Bamboo, Phantom of the Pines, Jerry Kids and Jerry Beth, Rose Jerry Miller, TSM Kirby, Safe Spaces Hate Satire, I still don't know what to think of that name, Sarita the Lolita, Serrated Ash, Staples, aka Jerry Yeet, Stephanie Goodner, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Tapioca Boogaloo, Tato Ferret, Teddy the Police, 10-Ton Monster, The One True Fusky, Tom, but it's the Jerry on the inside that counts. That's true, just facts. Church, Treeberg, Vigilante Justice. Yeah, we need to get some of that out there for Casino Beard. I know the Jerry Army's on it. Will Megs, Comrade Mooney, Kira, you're a wizard, Jerry. Redwind, Goose says honk, Naga Viper, Side Jerry the Cyborg, a normal Jerry, just here for my daily cringe sandwich. Feed me, ReddX. Hunter of Jerry's, Devourer of all things tasty, it is Tom. Admiral T Tank, who I think is leading the Tom army. Alunia, Amaret, Aura, Atomic Jerryzilla, AZ Banished Knight, Barbushka's Irradiated Jam, Broken Spine, Horseradish, The Original Different Jerry, That's Cake Jerry, California Jerry Girl, yeah, Canadian Lynx, Carrot Jerry, God of Veggies, Good for Your Eyes, Cha-cha-cha-chia, Jerry, Chris Meska, Cinnamon Bunny Dog, Furry Worry, Awoo Jerry, Crip Titties, Cuban Jerry, Defon Jerry, Dr. Frankentom's Jerry, It's Alive, Electrical Fennec, Ghost of Alpha, He Not, HMT Mayor, Holy Berry Jerry, How's Your Short Game Jerry, Hydra Jerry, Jerry and Tom versus Santa Werebeard Apocalypse. Hey, you leave Santa out of this, alright? He's an innocent. Jerry Binks, Misa like you name. Check out the mustache on Jerry Aldo Rivera. Jerry Bean, yum! Jerry Roxers, yay! Jerry role-playing game, Judge, Jerry, an executioner. King Tom, smasher of Jerryzillas. Now we got a fight on our hands. Kidsakin, Life of a Guardian, Little Ann Woods. Maybe next time, Midnight Sun, Milkfed Gimp, Miss Duchess, Not Invisible Angel. I see you. One leg Jerry sings Jingle Bells. Let me see it. Jingle your bells while you're hopping up and down. Okay, McCam, Princess Rosalie Jerry. Congrats on the marriage. Ghosty, Raptor out. She's my Jerry Pie. Could drink a Mountain Dew, what a big surprise. Cringe so good, make a grown man cry. Sweet Jerry Pie. What a hot song. Silurian King, Snary, the Snom Jerry, Spoonie the Rogue, Steampunk Ellie, that one green Jerry. You know what I'm talking about. The Necro Jerry Con, the original Jerry, not the most different Jerry, maybe to Infinite Jerry and beyond. Definitely. Zestable Jerry, Tom Promise, Jerry Swears. Oh no, bad Jerry, Tom, be a good boy. This is just a fact, it's totally science. Go look it up, and by it, I mean another ReddX video. Hey, thanks. And also thank you to my $1 patrons. The absolute madness that is my Patreon list. I can't not do it every episode. I've had some people be like, why don't you just scroll a list? And I'm like, if you were paying for Patreon, would you want me to scroll a list? No! It's gonna take a lot more Jerrys before I start putting a list together. But regardless of the number where I put a list together, I do hope that some more people will consider joining us on the Patreon. If you can't afford to do so though right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. I definitely would appreciate that. But in order to do so, you need to wash your hands. Keep yourself safe out there. Also, take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like watching some more ReddX videos. Do it. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one. And until then, friends, bye-bye.